You seem like a guy I could ask this question to.
What's that?
Who's your starting quarterback?
That's a head coach's decision.
Has it been made?
I don't know. You got to ask him. You know, all the guys have been doing good, really good through. They've all gotten better from top to bottom, and they're really an approach. We got a really good room, fun to be around. We have some laughs, and take it serious in that way. And so you know, I feel good about it. If all the top three guys could play, they've worked with the ones throughout camp, and you know, we could be more than functional as an offense.
From last week to this week, do you feel like their leadership, their voice control, all that kind of stuff has improved? I know you were a little frustrated last week.
Yeah, I mean, that was the worst day we had when I last talked to you, so I guess that's a good thing. If that was the worst day, it was still a little bit better on tape than we thought. So, you know, our guys have done a good job taking care of the ball. We've really harped on that in the fundamentals and just in a run game and things that way. And today we added a bunch of new stuff yesterday for red zone, high red zone. We wanted to get it in a little ahead of time. So there was a few things there that we'll clean up, you know, and then we'll have another session of red zone when we're in Ireland. But overall, these guys have worked hard, and you know, I kind of told them a story today. There was a little bit of a lull in the practice, and they started to kind of get on one another, just like, come on, you know. And I just said, look, you guys have worked hard. It's been a really good camp. We fought, and I said it reminded me when I had to call the plays in at the Super Bowl, and I thought right before that if I screw this play up, I won't be able to go back to Pittsburgh because they'll murder me. So those guys can't. It's important to them, but they got to relax. There's that fine line of just, hey, you've done well. We're going to make some mistakes. How are you going to handle adversity? So just a little reminder there that they can't get uptight and get on one another. It's important to them, and they're fun to be around, and it's been a really good camp. And all the offensive coaches have done a great job with these guys.
Mark, what do you think about where the offensive line is right now going next week?
Yeah, no, I mean, we've been healthy. You know, Cork had the little time off, and then Teddy's done well, so we saw the five guys. Then we've mixed guys around. Coach Donnie and Coach Aaron have done a really good job, so we could play 7 or 8 guys, you know, that way. And, you know, what's that?
You feel good about it? Maybe?
Yeah, no, I feel good about it. I mean, we think we got a pretty good defense, and we stood up against those guys and made some plays. So, you know, those guys have just gotten better and better. Worked really hard.
Coach, we've seen Riviere work a little with the wide receivers. What do you kind of envision his role being in the offense?
Oh, both. He'll play both. You know, play running back and then play some receiver stuff that way. He's probably the best receiving running back we have, and also knows protection. So there's a bunch of little stuff we can do in packages. You know, we can bring him in and certain things, and that's what the plan is now. Some situational, you know, situational game plan with him on offense.
What was the genesis of that with him? Like, where did that?
Well, he was working on the summer. We talked about him last, because we had a bunch of running backs come in and it was a little bit deeper. Trey was hurt for a little bit, you know, and Brody. We moved those guys in that position, so we said this thing could be good for you. So, and I've seen him really take a big jump. Last couple of days, he had a couple of big catches that way, and he's fast. He's a guy who can run, and you know, so just trying to develop depth. You know, we're not going to be able to play the same running back. We know he could go back there, and so that was the thought process.
How's a run game look, and how much do you envision having to do? How much ideally would you like to involve the quarterback, and by that I mean how much would you not like to involve when you don't have to?
Well, we don't want anybody to get hurt, so I mean he's going to be involved in the run game, you know, with certain different things that way, you know, and you know, we might do some other things with the other guys, the 3 guys, you know, we could put something together game plan wise, but yeah, they'll be involved, and I don't want to get into what extent, you know, different things that way.
How's it look just with the running backs, giving it to them and then getting down?
They've been good. There's no real clear-cut number 1 guy. I think we got 4 guys that could play 5 with Ramir. that all do a little bit different things. And I think you kind of figure that with game plan. You know, what I've done in the past is, hey, what's your, you know, especially for the young guys or something, said, what's your favorite run? You know, and whoever we name the starter or get that, I'm going to say, hey, here's going to be your first run, so they know. If a young freshman went in the game and I was going to run the ball, he would know whether it's a zone play, inside zone, outside zone, or gap scheme play or something that way. It's just to kind of, same with the quarterbacks. Well, if they had to go into the game, they know what the first play would be situationally. They have some say in it, you know. So they've got confidence, not running something ahead in practice that way.
Who are the 4 running backs?
You know, what do you got? Oh, Dave and Anthony and Jaquez and AJ and Emmett's come on, and Cooper's done a good job. So I can see all those guys playing.
Anything else, guys?
That was easy peasy. Okay, take care.